Now, what are some of the characteristics of grace? It has to be a free gift. And the reason it's a free gift is that all of our righteousness adds nothing to Christ's righteousness. All human righteousness added together does not amount to any of the righteousness of God. So if we're going to get it, it has to be a free gift. But John, this is something so exciting. What it means is that it is unaffected by the degree of our sin. And there are people listening right now who need to hear this.
Yeah, because they got a lot of sin.
The issue is not the greatness of your sin. Of course, it's good to have been a good citizen rather than a criminal.
Right.
But God does not find it harder to forgive criminals than He does good citizens.
Right.
And the reason is because both need the same gift of grace, both need the righteousness of Christ. Let me use this illustration. You know, in Chicago, we have the Willis Tower, which is the highest building in the city. Now, you can say that that building is much higher than, say, a bank that's next to Moody Church. But if you stop comparing the two buildings and you begin to ask which is closest to the furthest star, there isn't much difference between them. What we have to do is to stop comparing ourselves with one another and say, how close do we come to the holiness and the high standard of God? And the Bible says, all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. What that means in practical terms is God does not find it harder to forgive big sinners than He does other kinds of sinners, because grace is capable of saving both. And I can't help but think that there's somebody listening today, like the man who wrote to me from prison and said that he had violated 4 women, ruined their lives. He said, can I too be forgiven? And I wrote back and I said, you know, you may have 2 trails. One is a beautifully manicured trail. Another has deep ruts and ugly ditches. But if you get 18 inches of snow, it covers both equally.
Yep.
So I say to the person out there who is struggling because you have made such a mess out of your life, not only out of your life, also out of the lives of other people whom you have ruined. Grace is able to save you. And the reason is because the grace of God is greater than any sin that anyone committed. But it's not your forgiveness automatically. It must be received. And it must be received in humility and in faith.